about Buddhism. I guess you go to temple, you were told you have to go. But in Nepal, I guess you have a Hindu and a Buddhist temple right around next to each other. And I learned both things. And while we were doing this interfaith program, I guess it forced me to learn more about the Buddhist tradition and what it is being a Buddhist mean to you. Obviously, today's world perspective, I mean, you know, when you're looking from a real Buddhist perspective, that mankind is separate from nature, that mankind must control, conquer, or manipulate the nature to his desire. I mean, you will see a lot of scientific things going on. And when you're looking from the Buddhist perspective, well, you kind of wonder what's going on. And the war happening around the world, even in Sri Lanka is supposed to be, I guess, a peaceful country. The communists and tigers are fighting. They're supposed to be brothers and sisters. Why are they fighting? The happiness is dependent on abundance of material possession. That human beings will really find happiness through the wealth of material possession, which to feed their desire. I mean, that's in a way, I guess, a Western perspective, and that is also, you know, taking over many of the Eastern countries and saying everything is money. And where does that going to lead us to? Well, we have, I guess, in the Buddhist, there are more than 10,000 different sutras. These are the discourse provide means to be mindful, thoughtful, and compassionate. And the Buddha always tells you about being compassionate and thoughtful and mindful. I guess I'm not in it. I'm going to use some example of a Dhammapada. As I said, we have 10,000 different sutras, so you can read about from life to death, anything you want. And in the Dhammapada, there are about 423 verses, which is a small book. I brought the sample if anybody wants to read it later on. It says, realizing that this body is as fragile as its jaw, establishing this mind as a firm as fortified city, he should attack Mara with a weapon of wisdom. And we always talk about wisdom, the mind, heart, and soul, the representation. I mean, the many dysfunction things going on. I mean, in this world. I mean, we have an external dysfunction mind. I mean, the earliest the Imam talked about, you know, things: desire, anger, greed, delusion, pride, and jealousy, which is an external force. And then internal functions, we have a functional mind. How do we develop that internal functional mind? Satya, the truth, the righteousness, peace, love, and non-violence. In the Buddhist tradition, we always talk about be here now. If you are with the friends, you know, try to be here instead of thinking about, oh my God, I have to call my brother, I have to go there. Things. Be here now and enjoy your presence, thinking that, you know, this is your last moment. This is the last time you're going to see your friends. But we can't do that because, you know, we are not trained. The mind body is not trained. You know, people are looking for happiness. I found out there's 20,000 different books about how to be happy. There's 7 habits, 9 choices, 10 steps, 12 secrets of, you know, all different things. And I also found out that in 1995 that illegal drugs were $4 billion business. $400 billion business. And they think that by 2020, it is predicted that the depression and anxiety will be the second largest cause. I'm sure psychologists will love that. That's, I guess, something. How do we, control ourselves? In the Buddhist, Buddha said, Atma Dipo Bhava, be a lamp unto yourself. Don't look to anybody else, not a scripture, not a God, to gods, or to other people. Be your own teacher. Follow your own heart. Be your own light. Your heart knows the way. Follow it. And it is, that's what it's told to do. Can we do that? That's, I guess, a question. human, as part of the being a human being, in the Sanskrit, it means manusya. Mana is the wise person, and we are given the title, the human being. Can we walk the right path, the true path? What is the true path? As soon as our thoughts start to wander, we are leaving the right path. So that's the part of the thing we have to be able to control. The Buddha in the Dharmapada said that Sabe Sankara Anipati Yadapanaya Pasati Ata Nibhadi Nuki Eso Mago Visuddhya. This is a Pali script. It's a little different from the Sanskrit. All things are impermanent. When one perceives this with a true insight, one becomes detached from suffering. This is path purification. Once we realize that we are impermanent, the life is impermanent, I guess the tendency that we want to hold on to it. We want to stay young forever. Can we do that? It's not possible. That's, I guess, where the happiness starts to leave and then being unhappy. In the Buddhist text, we have this eightfold